Also, if you rely on food stamps, the government shutdown could impact your next supply. You must turn in paperwork tomorrow in order to receive benefits for the next month. Channel 3's Brian Didlake joins us live in the studio. Brian, what do people need to know?
Well, Joel, the first thing they need to know is that the deadline is set for 6:30 tomorrow night. That is Monday. The Tennessee Department of Human Services will keep their offices open 2 hours later to help people get their SNAP benefits.
We realize this deadline to submit paperwork requires a tight turnaround, but it's very important that we all work together to ensure everyone who qualifies for February SNAP benefits receives them.
Sky Arnold with the Department of Human Services says not everyone should worry about the food stamp deadline Monday. It only applies to individuals who are renewing their benefits or filing a 6-month simplified report form. If you've already filed for February SNAP benefits, they are expected to arrive earlier than usual on or before January 20th. Arnold says just because February's benefits are coming early doesn't mean you should wait to file for the next month's supply.
We can't stress enough how important it is for those who depend on SNAP to budget these early February benefits, especially those who are accustomed to receiving funds towards the middle or the end of the month. We don't know when the shutdown will end.
Nearly 39 million people in the United States depend on food stamps, and more than 900,000 Tennesseans depend on SNAP. The Department of Housing and Urban Development, or HUD, has asked landlords not to evict tenants covered by the program. Instead, they're asking landlords to use reserve funding to cover residents. SNAP recipients could go until March without another supply.
And even if the government shutdown ends in February, March benefits would be loaded on the usual date. That means customers could go as long as 2 months between SNAP dispersals.
February will be the only month SNAP benefits will come early. If you have not been notified by the Department of Human Services, you don't have to submit any additional documents to receive SNAP benefits. Now, Joy, the deadline to file benefits, is tomorrow, Monday at 6:30. Okay. There is an office located on Brainerd Road, so if you think you are affected, make sure to click on this story inside the WRC app for more information.
All right, Brian, and do we know anything about Georgia's EBT process? What's going on with that?
Well, we talked to some of our affiliates in Atlanta and to see what was going on with Georgia's EBT, but from what we know, Georgia will not be affected in this case.
All right, well, thank you, Brian.